We're here at the Burlington Animal Shelter to talk about animal control services. So what services do you provide at the Burlington Animal Shelter?
We do bylaw enforcement as well as pickup of stray and injured animals here in the city of Burlington.
Who can volunteer here and what are their responsibilities?
We have a lot of volunteers that come in and do different things. We try to make sure that they're able to do those, whatever it is that they're interested in.
Yeah.
We do socializing with the dogs and cats, cleaning, dog walking, all that kind of stuff. Those are our three main areas where we use the volunteers.
Okay. So how are you guys funded?
We're funded through the City of Burlington here, but we do have a donation fund called the PAW Fund, which goes towards any animals that are sick or injured. It allows us to do more medical treatments for them to make sure that they're okay and they can recover from things. We've had a couple of dogs over the past year that we had treated for heartworm, and then they were placed in homes through that process. They stayed with us for quite some time, and the cost for treating heartworm is quite expensive.
So what is it like to be on call for animal control services?
There are times where we don't get any calls at all, and then there's times when we get a lot of calls. So typically what happens is we come in, work our 10-hour shift, and at the end of the 10-hour shift you go home, you take a vehicle home, all of your equipment that you need, and you wait. And some nights you could get 10 calls, some nights you could get no calls. So it's very sporadic, and it is based on the time of year. The summertime is definitely more busy, and the springtime when everybody is having babies. So one of the most interesting experiences that I have had was definitely dealing with an emu. It was running at large throughout the city, and somebody had called. We eventually captured the emu, had it for several days in an outside pen area when it was finally claimed by the owners, which we learned something new about emus, is that you can't really capture them. You sort of have to hurry them someplace, but when you're trying to load them into a trailer, they actually walk right up to them and push them backwards with their chests, and that way they don't kick you or anything, and then they just walk into the trailer backwards. So that was an interesting experience.
Thank you for tuning in to the Sheridan Files.
Yeah, because I would love a phone.